Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Nets versus Hawks NBA matchup on Thursday, February 29th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, who have big bankrolls, looking for maybe one-on-one style service. Call to get those, though. They're not available on the website. To get them, you got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Nets taking on the Hawks, and the Nets, oh man, the wheels are kind of off the cart. 22-36 on the season. For the Hawks, it's just, oh man, hit and miss. 26-32, 5-5 in their last 10 games. 11-16 straight up on the road, 9-17 against the number on the road. You know, the Nets at the beginning of the season were one of the best cover teams out there. In fact, they're still 15-12-3 against the number at home this season. 25-30-3 though overall against this number, and they're 2-8 straight up in their last 10 and 3-7 against the number in the last 10. But, you know, earlier this season, they were one of the best covered teams out there. The Atlanta Hawks, this is a team that has struggled to cover the spread at home and has struggled to cover the spread on the road. They are just simply one of the worst cover teams in the NBA. Worse than 33% of the time have they covered the spreads this season. These teams met back in December and November, so they've split those ones. It was both those games were in Atlanta. It was the Hawks getting the win in overtime, and then it was the Nets winning outright. The time after that, the Nets were 3.5-point dogs in each of those meetings, so they covered the spread both times. The Hawks come into this one winning back-to-back games, beating the Orlando Magic, but with the asterisk, right? Banchero did not play in that game. Then they beat the Utah Jazz really badly in Atlanta. So covering at home is not something that we've seen a lot of from the Hawks, but they did manage to cover in those last two games. The Nets, boy, it's just been some terrible, terrible basketball. When we look, what they've done outside after the break, they're 1-3 following it up, but all those games are on the road, so they get back home for this one, and we'll see if that maybe makes a bit of difference. The last time we saw them at home, they had lost to the Boston Celtics by 8 in a game they were getting 8. Prior to that, they blew the Spurs out of the building. They had lost to the Cavs, the Mavs, and the Warriors. So what we've seen from the Nets is they've been playing a lot of the really, really good teams when we've seen them at home. They've just had a really, really tough schedule recently, and I'm not saying there's any easy games in the NBA, but there's certainly some games that are more winnable than others. The Nets defense still remains strong. Team shooting just 47% from the floor against them. Also, the three-point shooting has been decent, and the Hawks defense certainly pretty much a sieve. And as much as I hate betting on the Hawks at home, I hate betting on them on the road even more. I got to say, there's a reason why I just been staying clear of the Hawks most of the NBA season. It's because they don't cover spreads. I'm going to take the Brooklyn Nets, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.